All right. Perfect. So we are going to slowly go ahead and get started. As I step back, you'll see that I do sort of become a shadow, but I feel like for this class, that's really fine. It's nice to have that little bit of the outdoor view. And just if you can see the shapes of my body, then that's perfect. So again, maybe I look like a shadow a bit, but that's all right. Because as long as you can see the shapes that I move into, then that is perfect for this class. I'd rather have that and get to have you see a little bit of the sky, reconnect with nature a bit, even through the screen, than to have a lot of light on me, because I think this is actually better to see the movements. Anyways, all right. So we will go ahead and get started. Just taking a minute here to become comfortable on your mat. It's just 11:30 Eastern now. So we're actually going to spend a minute or two here as people join the class. Just rolling through our wrists, maybe pushing forward to the balls of your feet and then back into the heels. Slowing down to reconnect with the body. Can roll our shoulders back. And forward. Reach our arms up to the sky. Maybe hold on to one wrist and pull over to the side. Deep breaths in and out. And on your next exhale, just let those elbows bend. We're going to bring our hands to become behind the base of the neck. Really pushing your elbows open here, shoulder blades towards one another. Give a little gentle back bend. And exhale, release. Arms down. Roll your shoulders back again. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Take the second wrist. And exhale, pull over to the second side. As we pull over, we want to keep our chest open. So if your arms start to close in front, you're going to pull them back by your ears. And on your next exhale, bend at the elbows. This time we're coming into goalpost arms. So nice and strong, pulling your shoulder blades together. That's going to push the heart forward. And if it feels good for you, you can lift your head, clench through your bum, strong through the pelvis. Little baby back bend. And exhale, arms down. Good. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, together down to heart center. Inhale, hands all the way up to the sky. Together and down to heart center, to where we'll begin today. Today's practice, we'll move through Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskara A, and Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskara B. More than you listen to me, listen to your own body. As we move through the practice, if you ever crave for your knee to come down to the mat when maybe we're balancing on our feet, if you ever crave to shorten the stance for a little more support, or just a moment to rest or hold a certain posture, you're more than welcome to take those cues from your own body. And whenever we come back to this standing posture, hands together, we'll spend a little extra time here so that we can all reset. for our next sun salutation. While your hands are together at heart center, now is a beautiful time to set an intention for your practice today. So you have an intention or a little promise in mind for yourself. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale out. You can keep this breath to push into a calmer state. Or if you'd like to keep a bit more heat in the body, a bit more energizing through the flow, you can change your breath to move just through the nose. Strong and intentional. Ujjayi. I'm going to turn to the side just so that you can see the way that the shapes are formed in each posture. You're going to want to look towards the top of your mat, the short side, whichever way you are submitting your practice. Big toes together, little space between the heels, rooted down through all four corners of the feet. Inhale, hands all the way up to the sky, look up, reach up. Exhale, press your hips back, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. This is halfway lift. Pulling your head away, pushing your hips back. Exhale, bend your knees, hands down, walk, step, or hop back to high plank. This is one of those places, maybe it feels best to be on your knees. Body stays in a nice straight line. Deep inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbows back towards the feet, lower all the way down. Inhale, raise your chest. This can be a little bit. If it feels great, this could be a lot. Or if the body's craving more strength, you could lift the legs resting on the top of the feet. Exhale, push your hips to the sky. Roll those toes over. Begin to bend into one knee, then the other. Downward facing dog. First time here, we're going to spend a little extra time in the posture. Downward facing dog is a pose of active rest. So while it's not necessarily an easy posture, it is one that we can work through, find support through, and hold longer than we may expect. First, let's root down through the hands. Every finger pushes into the mat, as well as the heel of your hand. Extra push through the forefinger and thumb. Hips push to the sky. Heels push back and down. Relax your head. Inhale, push through the hands. Hips higher to the sky. Exhale, heels push back and down. Relax your head. Inhale, one more time. Push through those hands. Hold it there. Hips higher to the sky. Exhale, heels back and down. Relax your head. This is downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Walk or step 2 feet forward. Hands to shins. Press the legs straight, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reach your fingertips down towards the mat. Relax your head fully. If you touch the floor, wonderful. If not, it makes no difference at all. But we do want to put energy through the fingertips. We do want to relax the head, especially if you sit in a chair for work. This is going to really elongate your spine, stretching through the muscles behind the back of the neck and the top of the back. Let's take one deep breath in through the nose here and let it out through the mouth. Good, little bend in the knees. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. We're bringing hands to the sky, mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands together and down to heart center. Exhale. Our next round, we're going to move to 1 breath per movement. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Hips back, hands down, relax your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back, high plank. Inhale here, if you're on the toes, you're gonna push all of your weight forward. Exhale, lower all the way down, option to hover. Inhale, yogi's choice here. 1, 2, or 3. Are you raising the chest a little or a lot? Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands for halfway lift. Exhale, right to forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands together down to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Look up. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, strong halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand, hands up. Exhale, hands together down to heart center. Hold. Take a deep breath in. Out through the mouth, exhale. A deep breath in. Out through the mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Out through the mouth, exhale. Feeling the energy moving through your body. Feeling any heat or sensation in places that may have felt cold or tight before. We're going to move through Sun Salutation A 2 more times. And we'll join here again. 1 breath per movement. Strong, intentional breaths. Move with me. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low. Inhale, yogi's choice, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to stand, hands high. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find high plank. Work your way to low. Inhale, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to stand. Hands together. Exhale, down to heart center. Take a moment here to relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Relax your arms, hands down to your sides. Create some space between your feet, maybe as wide as your hips or a little wider. Push those hips side to side. Inhale, raise hands all the way up to the sky. Take one wrist and pull it over to the side. Hips push in the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale, a little deeper and drop the bottom arm. Just let it relax or press gently into the leg for more of a stretch. Inhale, chest stays open. So if your shoulder is closing forward, pull that closer to your ear. Exhale, hand also comes down to the other hip, and we're going to be able to push ourselves back up to stand. Good. Inhale, hands to the sky. Take second wrist. Exhale, over to the second side. Inhale. Exhale, deepen that stretch. Option to drop the bottom arm. Inhale, heart stays open, chest stays open. Exhale, drop both arms, push back to stand. Inhale, hands up to the sky. This time we're going to reach over to the opposite elbow. Exhale, bend into one knee, then the other here. And we're just going to start to push the hips back and let the upper body fall forward and down, still holding the arms in that bind. Let your head relax fully here. Again, another stretch for the neck and upper back. Choose one side, left or right, both will work great. And bend the knee. Drop that same arm and put just a little bit of pressure inside of the leg, using that straight arm against the bent knee. Inhale, second arm to the sky. Exhale here, look up, reach high, roll your shoulder back and down away from your ear. Option to find a bind here if you want to bend the arm underneath the leg and reach the second hand down behind your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend into the second knee, drop that second arm down. And first arm to the sky, make sure you're straightening that first leg. Exhale here. You'll feel your weight push forward towards your toes, then back towards your heels. See if you can push through all parts of your feet at the same time. Option to find a bind, bending the arm underneath the thigh and reaching behind the back with the second arm. Exhale, bend two knees, two hands down. Inhale, wide-legged halfway lift. Place your hands on your shins, pull your head away. Exhale again, bend both knees, hands down, dropping the hips as low as you're comfortable with the option to bring your hips all the way down. Join your hands, Malasana or deep squat pose. Good, listen to your body. We're gonna do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees a little or a lot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Good, two more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, pulls all the way up to stand, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands down to heart center, big toes together, little space between the heels. We're going to move into Sun Salutation B. Sun Salutation B definitely creates heat within the body. So if while we're here, you want to make any modifications, make any changes, you are more than welcome to. If you've deepened your practice and in your Sun Salutation B, you add some variation, some balancing, some more strengthening postures, you are welcome to take them now. Same thing as our Sun Salutation A. We're going to go one time, slow, holding a little extra time in the pose. 2 times through at just 1 breath per movement. Come back to reset together and 2 more times through. Inhale, arms up, bend at the knees, push your hips all the way towards the wall behind you. Big toes touch, knees touch, creating an energy force field in the front of the body that allows you to balance. Chair pose, Utkatasana. For more intensity, you can raise the arms a little higher. Exhale, pull the navel in, nice long back. line from tailbone to fingertips. For a bit more support, you could open up the arms wider. This will take some tension out of that upper back. Exhale, let the stomach touch the thighs. Roll forward to a deep fold and inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, hands down. Step back, high plank, knees or toes. Optional Chaturanga Dandasana. So if you're going for it with me, you can reach forward, lower down. Inhale, Yogi's Choice, option 1, 2, or 3. And we'll join together, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Plant your back heel. Inhale, 2 arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, deep bend in that front knee. Stomach to thigh, hands down. Step back. Optional. High plank to low. Inhale to raise your chest. Exhale to find downward facing dog. If you want to skip that at any time, just meet us at downward facing dog. That's perfect. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Plant the back heel. Inhale, 2 hands up. Warrior 1. Exhale, really nice deep bend in that front knee. Hips are squared forward. You'll feel a great stretch behind your calf behind you. Hands back down. Big push, step back, high plank. Always an option to rest on the knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, option 1, 2, or 3. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, find chair. And exhale, we push through the feet, we come to stand, hands together at heart center. Deep breath in. And exhale out through the mouth. Let's move 1 breath per posture. Inhale, hands up, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find plank and lower down. Inhale to raise your chest. Exhale, join at downward facing dog. Inhale here. Right foot steps forward. Exhale. Inhale, plant the heel and pull arms up. Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down. Lift the heel. High plank to low. Inhale, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Plant the heel. Roll up. Exhale, roll down. High plank to low. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, join at downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find chair, bend the knees, lift the arms. Exhale, come to stand at the top, Tadasana. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank to low. Inhale, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right side. Inhale, right foot forward. Plant the heel, hands up. Exhale, hands back down. High plank to low. Inhale, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, stay with me. Inhale, left foot forward, plant the back heel. Arms up. Exhale, right back down. Good, big step back. High plank to low. Inhale, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll. Arms up, find chair. Exhale, come to stand. Hands together at heart center. Take a moment for inhales through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Letting that energy move through the body. You can bend into one knee then the other if it feels good. Roll through your shoulders. You have 2 more of those. If you're having any sensitivity in your wrist, something that you can do is when we move to the plank, is to bring the knees down and then avoid the push-up. Then find yourself right in downward facing dog. There's a lot of pressure that we add here to that joint between the hand and the arm in these postures. Over time, we strengthen through the wrist. But it is true that those high plank to lows definitely have an added effect if your wrists are not used to it. More than you listen to me, listen to your own body. 2 more rounds. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low. Inhale, raise chest high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, find warrior 1, beautiful. Exhale, high plank once more. I know it's fast. Lower down. Inhale, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, find warrior 1. Exhale, lower down. Step back, high plank to low. Inhale, raise chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 2 feet forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair. Exhale, come to stand. Samastiti. Hands to heart center. One more time, we're going to slow it down. Inhale, chair, and hold. Exhale here. Push your weight back into your heels. Maybe wiggle your toes on the mat. Exhale, hips a centimeter lower. Inhale, hands a centimeter higher. Exhale, pull the navel in. Inhale. Exhale, stomach to thighs. Slowly find forward fold. Relax your head. Push through the hands as legs straighten. Keeping in forward fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale into halfway lift. Hands to shins. Big push into the shins. Head pulls away. Nice long back. Exhale here, looking down to your mat. Let your weight shift into your heels and then towards your toes or the balls of your feet if you're comfortable. Just feeling how those tiny movements initiate different sensations through the body. On your next exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. Optional if you're going to take that Chaturanga Dandasana. You're going to really push your hips towards the sky and then step back. High plank, toes and knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, option 1, 2, or 3. Exhale, let's take it to downward facing dog. Few breaths here just to enjoy. Maybe it feels good for you to reach one leg up, bend into the knee, roll through the hip. And the other. Maybe it feels good to bend into one knee, then the other. Just taking this downward dog for you. Coming back to have 2 feet on the mat. Inhale, right foot forward, right between the hands. Plant the back heel, so you have some movement between the hips. Inhale, roll all the way up to the sky. This is warrior one, hands up. Exhale, look forward, hips pull forward. Beautiful, hold that posture. Just like chair, we're gonna pull our arms up to the sky as we push our hips low, and then elongate the spine by pulling the navel in. Root down through your back foot. So as you bend into the right leg, you have a lot of control and power in that stance. Perfect. Inhale. Exhale, stomach comes right over the thigh, hands come down. Back heel lifts, big push as you step back. Opportunity for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to find downward facing dog. Let's take a few more breaths here. See what you need. Play with that inhale through the hands and the hips. Exhale to push the heels down. Bringing 2 feet back to the mat if they're in the sky. Inhale, left foot forward. Plant the heel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, find your warrior one. Right hip really wants to pull forward. Left hip gives a little push back. In yoga, we find that a lot of our postures are a combination of strength and flexibility. Sometimes balance there as well. And go ahead, high plank to low, or meet in downward facing dog. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, find chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to stand, hands together at heart center. Let your arms relax down by your sides. Bring some space between your feet. Bend into one knee, then the other. Inhale, arms up to the sky. This time we're going to reach all the way over towards the opposite elbow. And hips back, fall forward. Ragdoll. You're welcome to bend into one knee, then the other. You can push your hips from side to side, whatever feels good for you. Let your hands fall down to the mat. And we're slowly going to come down to one knee, then the other, tabletop. Inhale, drop the stomach, pull the chest, chin and hips towards the sky. Cow. Exhale, pull hips forward. This will round the back. Pull the belly button in. Push through your hands. Look back to your thighs. Cat. Inhale to roll up. Exhale to roll down. Opportunity to spend a little time rolling through your wrists if they feel tight. Inhale to roll up. Exhale to roll down. Inhale to roll up. We want to bring right leg forward to the right hand, or right foot forward to the right hand. 2 things you could do here. You could come from tabletop and take a step behind the hand. Or if you're craving just a little more sensation, you could find a downward facing dog, then take your step. Dropping the knee down. As you can see in my back leg, it's not fully squared here. I've pulled my body weight forward to get a nice stretch through the hip flexor on the left side. If you feel comfortable, inhale, raise your right arm to the sky. Exhale here. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. We're just going to let the right knee fall out and in a little bit. It does not need to touch the floor. If you want to move into lizard, if that's part of your practice, you're welcome to. And plant the foot again. We're going to press the hips back. You can stay right here. Could walk the hands a little further, lifting the toes of the right foot, or even drop the hips over the left foot. Halfway, half split. Listen to your body, see what you need. A lot of different options here. Should feel a beautiful stretch behind the back of the leg, the hamstrings. Exhale, walk your hands forward, push that front knee forward. Are you coming back into a tabletop or a downward facing dog? Yogi's choice, bring right leg back. Inhale, set it up. We're going to find left side. Exhale, left foot forward, right behind the left hand. Find that movement through the hips. Nice straight line, stretching through the right hip flexor. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. We're going to play with that knee on the left side, just as we did before. I'm just going to move my arms so you can see a little bit. Pulling the knee out and in. Option to drop that knee low towards the mat in lizard. And if it's not already, plant the left foot. Press the hips back. That's fine. Half split. A lot of options here. You can keep that foot down. You could raise the toes. You could drop the hips back and down. Whatever works for you. Find that stretch for your body. And any way you're comfortable, move. Reset. Bring the hands forward just a little bit. Bring that leg back. And now create some space between the knees. Drop the hips back. Find child's pose. Hips over heels. Relax your toes. Wiggle your hands forward. Spread your fingers wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Relax your head down. Allow your breath to move naturally. Each inhale and exhale. Today we embrace the surrender. Today we embrace melting into our mat and our practice. Enjoying the sensations through the body. And embracing our ability to be able to find stillness in this moment. Listening to the sound of your breath. Listening to your body. Tuning in a new frequency. Perhaps with a stronger signal than when you began your practice today. We're going to walk our hands back towards the body. If the knees are a little crunchy today, you can lift the hips. We're just going to bring our feet in front. We'll hold on to the knees and let the back relax. Drop one arm down and then the other. And bring your full spine down to the mat. You could drop your knees from side to side here, or if happy baby would feel good, you can hold on to the knees or feet. Just creating a little motion, a little movement around the spine. One final massage for the back. Take as much or as little as you need of that movement before extending legs out. Right in our final pose of Shavasana. Make any adjustments you need so that the body is in its most comfortable state. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. I'll let you know when it's time to release. So for now, just allow the body and mind to be. Slowly begin to move through your hands and your feet. Through your wrists, elbows and knees. Maybe walk your feet in closer. We're going to slowly come up to sit. Maybe it feels good to roll to one side before you do. And we'll be in a seated posture on your mat. Any way you're comfortable to sit. You do not need to have legs crossed. They could be out in front or maybe feet planted with arms wrapped around. Once more, we'll join our hands together at heart center. And from my heart to yours, from where the light in me sees the light in you, thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And now this class will live at this link, so you're welcome to join it again at any time. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and keep making every second count.